Hey there, I'm Amy from crazybeautiful.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and a blogger, and I'm going to show you today how to make a starburst. Let's get started and make a starburst. Okay, so here are the pieces to my card. I'm just going to show you how I've intended them to go together. They just have a real thin border, and I'll go ahead and put the card dimensions on the screen. I started with one of the patterned pieces out of my Project Life baby kit. It's the Hello Baby Girl, and it's the pocket pages. So these are really versatile. You're going to be able to do a lot with them. So I'm just going to grab a pencil here and show you how to get started. This piece is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, and we're gonna just find the middle, which is 2 5/8. And I'm just for ease of clarity here, I'm gonna slide this down so it's right here on my 1/2 inch mark, and then I'm gonna mark a 1/2 inch on either side. So what I want is a 1 inch section that's centered along that top edge. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip it around and I'm gonna measure 2 5/8 from the bottom edge. Here, this might not be able to be seen very well because of that dot, but we're gonna mark that. So our first cut is actually going to be to take out the triangle that is at the center here. So you're just going to line up those dots on your cutter and trim them. Okay, so this one stays here and that one will cut out that 1 inch strip, 1 inch triangle. So that will be what's called the capstone in architectural terms. And these pieces are actually going to be flipped and combined, and these will be cut together. Okay, so the starburst that I wanted to have I'll show you, we're gonna cut like this. And so what I've done is I'm just gonna put this up here and I'm just gonna mark the center on that, and then I'm gonna turn here and I'm just gonna mark at, let's see, I'm gonna just divide this into 2, so at approximately 1 inch from each end, 1 inch from each end. Okay, this isn't an exact science, and I know I've said that before to all of you. It's sort of like my type A crisscrossing with my messy nature. So I'm gonna first line up that dot, and I'm gonna cut down all of our cuts now are gonna go to this base center point. So you just want to make sure those cut through together, and you'll see as I put it together on the side how it's coming together. Okay, keep those pieces together, and we're gonna cut that top 1 inch next. Okay, these are the corner pieces. So you're just gonna flip it open. Whoops, wrong way. Like that. And then the last pieces, you're just gonna line up, make sure to keep your center together, and we're gonna just trim from the middle of this last edge. So you can be as exact as you want to be. This piece did start at 3 1/4 tall, so maybe it was not the best example to get exact measurements, but let me set this to the side, and I'm going to just show you how this comes together. So what you'll have now is your starburst. And I did a sample over the weekend where I pulled the pieces apart a tiny bit but I really like how this is coming together, so I think I'm just gonna glue those down just like that. And when you're doing something like this that has a tiny little edge to it, I would sort of get in mind where I want my edge and then grab your adhesive. I'm going to take it off there. So you just want it to be pretty much laid out where it's going to be glued down, so that what you can do is you can sort of start pulling the pieces away, and I'm going to adhere with this first corner piece. So I'm using a wet glue because I feel like it kind of helps me adjust it if I need to. I'm going to put that piece in there and then make sure these are where I want them. You can still slide it a little bit until it dries. So I think that's good. I'm going to go, I think I'll just continue along gluing my pieces down one next to the other. You can also give yourself a little bit more leeway by cutting down your cardstock after, just to get the exact border that you want on it. Alright, who thinks I should have embossed this before I put my card together? Oh well. It's not impossible. I'm just going to do the congratulations with white. This is from my Zoo Babies stamp set. That one's super cute. And that is how we will finish this card today. If you have any excess that you don't want to emboss, just scrape it off before you do the heating. So I'm going to change up my ribbon a little bit because it was a little bit too bulky for me. And I'm just going to add a strip here across the middle, and then I'll trim it here at the edges. And my bear is going to go on with some dimensionals. So there we go. There's our finished card. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.